Are you about to roll this way? Oh my goodness. I thought it was gonna bite. Hello. Are we here to say we're here to say hi? Hello. Ooh, we're traveling so quick. We're going so fast to say hi. Hi, hello. Oh my goodness. Are we getting into it? Oh my god. Dr. Thomas. He's going feral. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, come on, buddy. Hello, don't knock on my phone. Just come on. Hi, I'm Sin. Welcome to my booktube channel and welcome to a week of reading with me, Sin, but also a week of a lot of uni work and just busyness and mayhem. First and foremost, I need to let you guys know what exactly I have been reading in this week, and also just maybe what I plan on reading as well a little bit, but I don't know yet if I want to share that or if I want to just kind of let the week unfold. So one thing that I've been reading in the last while has been The Search. This is, as you can see, an Avatar: The Last Airbender comic or graphic novel, whatever you want to refer to it as, and I've been having a lot of fun. These are always high 4 stars, 5 stars for me. There's just a lot of nostalgia and I'm just very biased, I will admit that. I've also been reading The Hobbit, but this one is not something that I'm going to be talking about during this video, but I likely will be reading it during this week. So I did just want to mention it, but I can't talk about it because I have a different video coming for this one. Different note, my partner and I have yet to finish this. We've been reading this since December and we read the one short story and we just both keep getting distracted by other books. So we need to wrap this up and I'm hoping that we can do that this week. In terms of audiobooks, my partner and I are currently listening to Influencers Who Kill by Madison Salters. This is a NetGalley read and we are buddy reading it together. So the Avatar: The Last Airbender comic that I was reading, The Search. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm reading these like way out of order, but honestly I don't care. I finished it yesterday, I gave it 5 stars, and I'm now reading The Promise. Woo! Context, this is what I'm reading now. I had already bought this one, and so I was like, I'm gonna read another one. I have no choice. Okay, so I have 2 updates for you. First update is that I finished the omnibus edition of The Promise, which is part of those Avatar: The Last Airbender comics / graphic novels. I gave this 4.75 stars. It wasn't as good as The Search, and I also read them out of order, but I really don't care because they're not hard to keep track of, and when I realized I read them out of order, I'm like, oh, I see where this connects, yay! So honestly, it's just a fun, silly, whimsical experience. So that's literally all I have to say. 4.75 stars. It was fun. There's really not much to say because it really is just a fun little graphic novel. So yeah, that's all I have to say over there. Okay, so the next update is actually that I'm reading a romance novel, not because I want to for myself, but because I think 2 years ago now I read a paranormal investigator plus like this chick that I think could see ghosts romance, and I read it without telling my best friend, and then I proceeded to recommend it to her, but I didn't tell her that I was reading it, and I kept it kind of like hush hush secret that I was reading it, or just that I had read it in general as well. And then I recommended it to her by giving her an envelope where I wrote a vague description of the novel and then wrote the title in it because I didn't have a physical copy, so it's not like I could wrap it and then give it to her like that. But I also gave her a couple of my own books wrapped up, and then I just wrote at the top, you know, return to owner, but then vague description so she could borrow the books, read the books, and kind of have that like blind book date experience. And I included one book that I went out of my way to read specifically for the purpose of recommending it to her, even though I knew I wouldn't like it. And it's just been a while, and so I thought I would do that again. Okay, so the book I chose, and this is actually, it's really funny, my Instagram keeps doing this. I will be scrolling through my reels, just trying to peruse the book recommendations that people are raving about on Instagram, because sometimes you get a really good recommendation from a stranger and it's always nice. But so many of my videos will recommend books that are perfect for my bestie, and they did it. They recommended one, Paranormal Investigator, a girl that sees ghosts. They're a second chance romance situation, and that's just her cup of tea. So the book that I'm currently reading is Ghosted by Amy Hutton, and I plan on not telling my friend about this at all until she sees it in this video. So hey queen, you need to go and read it now. You have no choice, and you're gonna have to come back to this video and in the comments tell everyone what you thought and if you liked it. I also expect you to post a book review on your bookstagram, so get to it. Chop chop. Anyway, this is the description. So far this seems to be a second chance romance. I'm not gonna read the rest of it because I don't like knowing details, so yes, but you can read this if you want to. It's right here. Just pause and give it a peruse, and then if you want any other information, feel free to just pause and have a little look at these. There's also some content warning, so this is just what people have said. Do what you will with this info. And these are the vibes that they've given it. They say it's funny, they say it's mysterious, and it's just a normal contemporary romance, which, I mean, considering it's meant to be like ghosts and stuff, I feel like technically paranormal, but that is up to the reader to decide how they feel about it.
In a court of law, it will be taken out of context against you in a court of law. You know, we're trying to put together this YouTube channel, Alan and I, and I read a couple comments, like I'm done hearing from you.
Okay, so it's been a second since I've updated you guys. It's actually Saturday, or verbally updated you guys. So I have been reading Ghosted. I think I'm on chapter 10 or something like that. I'm about 30% through it roughly. As of now, it's not feeling particularly romancy. I mean, it has obviously those undertones and vibes of a romance, but it's not feeling like, wow, hey, I'm a romance and you will not miss that. Like, it's not very in your face at the moment, and I am appreciating that right now, but I feel like things are going to become a little bit more romancy, and I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts. It's darker than I was expecting it to be. I feel like they're delving into the darkness of paranormal investigations and haunted homes and stuff like that a bit more than the other one, which I think is called Do Your Worst, that I read a couple years ago for this exact same purpose of being able to recommend it to my friend. And I honestly feel like this one might end up being something that she'll enjoy more than the other one. I myself am currently sitting at about a 2.5 to a 2.75, maybe a 3. And just to be clear, I know I keep saying I'm not a romance reader, I don't like to read romance, but this doesn't mean that I can't be a fly on the wall and rate this accordingly. So now, obviously, no romance is going to be a 4-star for me or a 5-star. I don't like the genre, it's not my cup of tea. But I'm not going to rate a romance a 1-star just on the basis that I don't like reading them, because that's just silly to me. I don't really see why I would do that. Like, if I'm going out of my way to read a romance, even if it's just for the purpose of recommending it to my friend, I'm not going to go and just rate it 1-2 stars for no reason. I'm going to rate it to what I genuinely think, as both myself and my opinion, but also as a reader who is trying to give people real reviews. that reflect what I genuinely think the writing deserves. So I try to kind of keep a balance of this is my opinion, but also the writing isn't bad, you know? So that now you have context for like what this rating is going to mean to you, and hopefully that'll help you decide whether you want to read it. Now, in terms of plot, I feel like there's definitely some kind of deeper plot here in terms of the characters, what they've been through, and their past. And I don't feel like I'm getting that as much as I would like to. I feel like they're kind of dilly-dallying around the subjects instead of just discussing them. And also the communication here isn't horrible, but it's not great. I feel like these two characters really do just need to sit down and talk, but the female main character just doesn't seem very interested in doing that. Now, as of right now, it's not looking like a miscommunication trope per se, which is something I really hate, but I fear it may turn into one, or they might go and say, oh, actually, it's been one this entire time. And because they've been dilly-dallying around the subjects of these, like, the issues that led to this being a second chance romance, you just didn't realize that it was a miscommunication this entire time. And I am very worried that that is going to be the case, because my bestie is not a big fan of miscommunication, and I'm really hoping that I'm not reading this book for no reason. Although I do know that even if I don't like this and I like hate it and I tell her, oh, it's a miscommunication, it's horrible, she will still read it for the experience. So fingers crossed though. Fingers crossed that this ends up being actually good, because I'd rather recommend a good book to my friend than have to go, hey, oh, I found this like not so great book. Here's the title and the author. Good luck. You know, don't really want to do that to her. I wish I could actually see it. I don't want to open it because then it's going to release the heat, and then my chocolate chip cookies are going to be, you know, it's going to do that thing. You know how the bakers always say you can't open your oven when it's... No. But imagine you guys can properly see this. Yeah, stupid. Well, mostly me. It's windy, and so it's dusty. Anyway, update. I'm almost 60% through the book, and we just shot metal objects with other metal objects. I'm 70% into the book, and I have 84 pages left, so I think my final thoughts will be coming soon. So far there hasn't actually been any smut yet, which I'm really relieved about, but I have a funny feeling it's gonna happen eventually, and I am dreading it because I hate smut. I just can't take it seriously. Like, my brain just goes the entire time throughout it. I'm just thinking about how the author had to write those words down, like think about them, write them down, and I just can't take it seriously. So yeah. Okay guys, so there was a third act conflict, and I'm kind of annoyed because I just want this book to be over. But that's okay, I guess. I'd like to announce that just when I thought I was done, surprise, epilogue. That's nice, I guess. Okay, so it's 8:15. It's 8:15. It's Sunday, and this video is now coming to an end. I can wrap up this video and actually get it uploaded. It's been ages since I've recorded, edited, uploaded a video onto my booktube because I'm busy. Anyway, but thoughts on the book. So as I said, I had a feeling that smut was coming my way, and for a minute there I thought, wow, I'm not gonna have to read smut, and that was ruined at the end of the book in like the last 2 chapters, last chapter, I don't know, somewhere there. it just can't be avoided, I guess. And did I enjoy it? No, I never do. Did I tolerate it? Barely. I was heavily considering just skipping through it, but they were talking every now and then, and I was worried that there would be something like plot important during it, and so I felt obligated to read it. But I did skip like a couple sentences here and there during that. Sue me, lock me up. If it's a crime to skip sentences in smut scenes, then, well, put me in jail, because I can't do it. I just can't. I had a little hot chocolate intermission over there. My partner came and brought me hot chocolate. So yes, I think that's everything I have to say. I don't really think I have anything else to say about the book other than that. So yeah, 2.5 stars. I think I would recommend it to some people that I personally think would enjoy it, but for me, no, it was a no for me. But I do think that the writing overall was pretty good, and the haunted house mystery, paranormal mystery portions of things did really intrigue me, and that was keeping me going for the most part. But I think that if I wasn't reading this for a video, I probably would have DNF'd it, so that's also an aspect to keep in mind. But yeah, 2.5 overall, not the worst book I've read, but definitely not up there at all. But not bad, just not for me. But that's to be expected considering it's a romance. Like I'm just not a romance girly. I really wish I was though. I feel like I'm missing. But anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. I'm hoping to be more consistent from this point onward, because I do have other couple fun video ideas in mind. If you liked this video, definitely let me know. And yeah, I hope that you guys had fun. Bye.